Hey YouTube, welcome to another solo gameplay. Today we have Sagrada, which is based on the Catholic Church in Barcelona. Construction started on it in 1892 and it's expected to be completed in the year 2026. We're called in to help with the stained glass windows. Fun game, plays great as a solo player, but I have yet to beat it. We are taking dice out of a bag that are different colors and we are completing the stained glass windows for the church. We have to fill in a red die or a yellow die or even fill in the numbers. There's certain rules that we have. For example, we can't have two reds next to each other. They could be diagonal, but that's all right. Can't have two yellows, so the colors cannot match up, down, left, or right, and the numbers cannot match up, down, left, or right. So we can't have two fives here or two fives here. So you have to be able to place this entire window with different die. Now you have some tool cards to help you out. We'll get into those along the game, but if I had a green die, I would place it here to activate this tool, which says after drafting, I could swap the drafted die with one of the dies from the round track. We have 10 rounds to try and complete our window to the best of our ability. Along with this being a round tracker, it also keeps our target score. As we take out 4 die from the bag, we can place 2 dice every turn. The remaining dice go up here, not only to mark what round we're on, but they add up our target score. We're trying to beat our target score as we go along. How do you score points? That's these cards over here. In the multiplayer game, these are called your private objectives, and these are your public objectives. But as a solo player, you have all 4 of these cards that you're trying to score points off of. For every green die I put down, I add up the face points, the total of the face of the die. That will give me some points, added to the purple die face values, added to the columns I'm able to complete without a repeating color, added to my pairs of 5 and 6s. So if I have a pair of 5 and 6, that's worth 2 points. Another pair of 5 and 6, now I've got 4 points. Meanwhile, our columns would be worth 5 points as long as I don't have a repeating color in them. So that's how you gain your points. Easy game. Not easy to win. And these stained glass windows, by the way, the game comes with a bunch of them. And these little dots at the very bottom show the different difficulty. I have a difficulty of 3 in. And as I say, I have yet to beat the game. So let's go ahead and throw these die in the bag, shake it up, and draw out my first 4. Here we go. And we've got some blues and some red and a green. Now the green is my target color, so I'll be able to score points off of it. You have to start on the edge, and right there I do have a green on the edge. So I'll go ahead and put my 5 down there. I don't have a 3. Now I have to build touching that die, so I can go up diagonal or to the right. Unfortunately, you can't place a 5 next to it here or here. I could place a 5 here, but then look what happens. I wouldn't be able to place my 5 there. So really this die is out. So I can put my red here or my red here, but I can't put that there because that would be 2 4s. So really I'm pretty much stuck with this unless I want to use one of my tool cards. I think it's kind of early to use a tool. So I'll go ahead and place those 2 die there. These 2 die then go up to my round track. Right now I have a target score of 6 I am aiming for. I have, with my green die, a total of 5 points. End of round 1, on to round 2. It's a very quick game as long as you don't have analysis paralysis trying to figure out exactly the best way to build your window. Alright, so now I've got a lot of purples. I have my purple 3. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my 3 right there. So that takes care of that. Now I cannot put a purple here or here because remember they can't touch. And I got to make sure I don't have any repeating colors so I get my column color variety. So it looks like I can place my 2 here or 2 here. As far as my cards go, I would have a blue where I could move any one die in the window ignoring the restrictions, but I think it's too early for that, so I went in and placed my 2 die. So now the target score goes up here. Well, hang on now. I forgot that I have purple as one of my objectives, so I'm going to take out this blue and put it in a purple so I get some more points. Put those 2 up there for the round track. So now as you see I've got 2 purple, so I've got 10 points thanks to my private objectives, and I'm up against 10 points right now for the target. But again, it's very early going here, and this game, like I say, is not easy. Okay, 3rd round, here we go. We got 4s and a 5. I need a 4 here. I need a 5 there. Looks like I can build out from where I'm going. I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll put my 5 there. Now, it has a blue die here, so I shouldn't put my blue. I don't have a green or a purple. So, what should I do? You know what? I'm going to place a red there, because I can't place a red here anyway, because I have 2 reds there. Might as well just go ahead and put my red there, because then that'll allow another color to kind of go inside of that. So we're taking 8 points up here now to the target score. See how it multiplies really quick? And now we're on to round 4. Whoa, blue die, come back. There we go. Oh, some more high numbers. And remember, also another objective I have is trying to get pairs of 4 and 5, or 5 and 6. I've already got a 5 out there. I just rolled a 6, and it's a yellow that I can place right here. And I can probably then just go ahead and put my purple die right there. And I think that'll be my turn, because I could not put this blue 2 here, because that has to be a 2. I could put and I can't put my blue 4 up there either, because you can't have 2 4s next to each other. So my window is building up, but unfortunately the target points are also building up. All right, on to round 5. Rolling my dice. All right, some more 6s. I have only a 2 for my personal color. Let's see here. What do I have? I can put a blue 6 up here. Now I could use this tool here where I could swap. And the good thing is, whenever you use a tool, that means that only 1 die then goes up to the round track to add up to the final score. I'm just wondering what number I would want to swap out. You want to swap low for high. They're all blues, a purple, and a yellow. Purple is my key color, but it's not that big of a color. And I'd be giving up. Well, here, let's do this. Go ahead and put my blue there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to take my green, use the lens cutter, and again, the lens cutter is saying that after drafting, I can swap a drafted die with a die from the round track. So I am, unfortunately, going to give up a 6, but I'm going to gain 2 purple points out of it, and that fills in a requirement that I need. And for the 5th round, I only put 1 die up there. So that helps, but those are some big numbers up top. I probably just lost the game there, but we'll see. On to round 6. Here we go. All right, some greens and a purple, but they're all high numbers. Let's see here. Well, I need some pairs out there, don't I? As far as the 5 goes, I can't put the 5 anywhere around here. I could put the 5 over here, and that gets rid of my green for maybe that column. Now I've got these die. You know what? I'll go ahead and put my 6 here, and that completes that column without a repeating color. So at the end of the game, I will get 5 points, which is good. Unfortunately, though, I've got 2 of my key colors I'm giving up on, but when you look, there's really nowhere I could put them, because there's greens and purples that would be touching everything except for right there. But then I'd have a repeating purple. No, I'm just going to give them up. 8 points to the target score. I'm so losing this game. I'm kind of going a little fast because I don't want to bore everybody watching. Thank you for watching, by the way, if you are. I know all 2 of you that watch, so thank you. All right. I've got my green color that I could place on there. I could place my green right here. Oops, nope, roll it over, it was a 3. Trust me, it was a 3. There we go. Okay, so I got my green there. Now I've got these colors. What can I use over here? Copper foil could be my red die. I can move any 1 die in my window ignoring value. Well, unfortunately, there's no values left showing. I have to obey all other placement restrictions. Now, my blue die here says I can move any 1 die in my window ignoring color. I have a red here and a yellow there. I can't get to the yellow there because I have to be touching, so I can move something other than a red there. Gosh, I think that's going to go by the wayside. I'm looking at it here. I don't want to mess up this column that I've got already going. And these 2 columns are doing pretty well. Darn it, I think I'm going to just not be able to score that one. Oh well, I'm going to put my 4, no I'm not. I was going to put the 4 up here, but then that wouldn't give me my color. I'm going to put the 4 here to fulfill the red. And I'm putting these points up there. Next 4 die coming out. Got some purples and a green and a blue. All right. So my purple now, I could use 1, and that is after drafting, I can return a die to the bag, pull a new one out, and choose the value. But I have some high values. And again, these 2 purples, they will help satisfy that card and that card if I can place them both. Unfortunately, though, there's not a lot of places to put purple. Because as you see, I cannot put purple there, can't put purple there, can't put purple there, can't put purple there. I can only put purple here unless I use this to ignore the color restrictions, which I might do. So, okay, I'm going to play my blue die, boom. I'm going to place, unfortunately, it's not going to give me a column, but I get 6 points out of being my purple, and I will place that there. And then I have 1 more die to place. I don't have a green in this column yet, but I can't put it there, and I can't put it there because there's a 4 there and a 4 there, so that can't go. There's a green there, I can't put it there. I could put it up here, but unfortunately that would be 2 green in this column. And as far as this purple 5, there's purple everywhere, so I cannot place that. So that's definitely going up here. Well, I think I'll get 4 points for it being a green. I'm just going to do that because I don't want to give the 4 points to the target score. All right, on to round number 9. As you see, this game goes pretty quick. Maybe there's more thought I could give to it, but we're good. All right, I got 2 reds. Now my red over here, again, says I can ignore any value restrictions. Well, I don't have any values showing. I don't know if I can use that. Meanwhile, I could waste a purple and get another die out of the bag. I can't place any purple, so I might as well. Now let's see what I can do here. Dang it, this column would be completed, but I can't put that 3 there. I could put a 3 over here. I'm going to go ahead and do this first. I'm going to play this, and I am going to return a red to the bag. So that goes in there. And it says return, I can pull 1 die from the bag and then choose its value. Hey, it's a yellow. That doesn't help. Well, a yellow can go here. A yellow can go down there or up, yeah, down here, and it can complete this row. And I'll just make it a 6. So there, I've got 2 columns completed. And now I still have 1 die I can place. I don't have any red in this column, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a red there. And then put this one up here. All right. Final round, here we go. 4 last die coming out. 1, 2, 3. Come on, baby. 4. Yep. Okay. It's a green, and I need a green to complete not only that column, but I'll also get a point. That column's done, and now here, no matter what, I'm going to have a repeating color, but I can't have those 2 next to each other. Really can't do that. Well, darn it. I'll just place this one here. And these 2 points go to the top. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and count up my score now. First, we go up here to the target score and try and count up what I'm aiming for. So it's 6, 12, 14, 18, 22, 26, 28, 29, 30, 34, 40, 42, 44, 48, 49, 50, 53, 56, 57, 58, 62. So we flip this over. My target score is 62. Now we add up my scores. First we'll go with the green. The greens, I have 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we'll put that there for now. Next we go to purple. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Next we go to my column variety. I get 5 points for every column that doesn't have a repeating color. So that one has a repeating color. That one has a repeating color. 1, 2, and that's it. So I've got 2 columns. These 2 right there. So that is 10 extra points. So I was at 35, so that goes to 45. And then the deep shades. 2 points for every set of 5 and 6. This is where it gets a little hard. Okay, so we'll take this out. 1, 2, 3. I don't have another 5. So I've got 3 sets, so that's 6 more points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 51 to 62. So I lost. But that's the example of Sagrada. Again, it's a fun game. It's a hard game. I'm sure if I took a little bit more time to analyze and move some die around, it might have come out a little bit better for me. But that's an example of the gameplay. Very quick, easy to learn, and it'll keep you guessing, trying to get the top score and trying to beat that target. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you again on another solo gameplay.